A very common objection you're going to hear when you ask a doctor if they'd like to talk about essential oils, they are going to say that they've been pitched already by their patients. If you live in an area that's been very populated with oil folks, a lot of doctors are going to have patients who have had wonderful experiences. And they were taught the 60-year-old way of doing this where they go, oh yeah, you want to try a sample, work great for my kid, I hope it's going to work great for your patients, blah, blah, blah. A doctor will never bring anything into their practice without the proper science, without everything they need to feel comfortable about recommending that product to their patients. And there's a massive disconnection between a patient basically guilting a doctor into taking a sample because they're a patient, and you walking in like a professional with all the stuff they need to feel good about making this decision. So talk to the doctor like a professional. Exude your professionalism and explain to the doctor it's not their fault. Again, apologize. Apologize for that patient. Remove yourself from the ego and say, you know what, I'm sorry that you have a patient that pitched you badly. It's not their fault. They probably didn't know the right things to say. They didn't have the right system. They didn't have all the science. It's not their fault, but I want you to understand that it's not your fault that you didn't choose to work with them either. So do not feel guilty, Dr. So-and-so, that Mary Jane Who's-a-What's-this tried to sell you oils and did a bad job of it. It's not the oil's fault, it's not Mary Jane's fault, it's a lack of training's fault. So you being a professional, you having everything the doctor wants is going to make the doctor have the ability to make a professional decision. You are going to help the practice. You are trying to help the patients. You aren't there just trying to sample the doc to hope they carry oils on their shelf. You are there to help the doctor run a better business. By explaining that, by proving it with the science and the hospitals and all the other good stuff, and by carrying yourself like a professional, you will set yourself apart from every patient that's ever pitched them, and that doctor will feel confident going back to those patients and saying, this was a business decision. We were presented with a business in a box to run this, so that's why we chose to work with this company, but not you. I apologize, but it's just how it is. This is how we have to work as professionals. They're gonna, be more huggy kissy about it than that, but that's the message they're gonna deliver, and that's the message that you should hope they deliver, because again, you wanna make sure that doctor is making the right decision for their business. My name is Melford Bibbins. My wife Conchetta and I teach essential oil advocates how to recruit doctors. We'd be very happy to help you regain control of your team by enrolling doctors and mental health professionals.